Hi, and welcome to video 15 in the Ableton Tips and Tricks video series. Today I'm going to show you a trick I use to make my drums sound bigger, using 2 tracks of drums and 1 compressor on a return track. What I'm first going to do is load a 909 Classic drum kit into my MIDI track on my screen. I'm going to create 1 bar of MIDI, and what I'm going to do is write in a kick drum track in a 4/4 time signature. So I'm going to play that back. So I like it, but the first thing I need to do is change the global tempo to 128, and now we're ready to go. So now that I've got this already, and I've got a 4/4 time signature, and my drums are good, what I'm going to do now is press Command D and duplicate my kick drum track. I'm going to rename track 1 909 Dry, and the next 909 Wet. The reason I do this is because I want one of my drum tracks to have little to no processing, and another track to have much, if not all of the processing. So I'm going to play these all back before I do any more processing to give you an idea of what it sounds like right now. So from this alone, you can actually see that the drums, especially the clap, is much more pronounced. And the reason I do this is because I want the clap to actually cut through the track a little bit more. Especially if I don't have any vocals, I want the percussion to drive the track along more than any other element of my track. So what I'm going to do now, finally, is put a compressor onto the return. This is a technique I use called parallel compression, and what this enables me to do is send a certain amount of signal to a compressor as opposed to instantiating a compressor on every single track and trying to get it all correct. If I have a compressor set at a certain threshold, a certain ratio, and I like it the way it sounds, I can send respective amounts of signal without putting any strain on my CPU than is necessary, and also dialing in compression very selectively, which is something I like doing. So let me turn makeup gain off, change the compressor's view. I'm going to dial in -15 for the threshold, and then I'm going to put in a ratio of 3:1. And now what I'm going to do is play the tracks together and start dialing in compression on the wet track as necessary, and what I deem as appropriate. So I like how it sounds now, and my drums for the time being are finished, and I can get to work on other elements of the track I'm working on. So that is the end of this video. If you get it right at the source, it's going to save you a lot of time down the line. Thanks for watching.